Hey everybody, how's it going? Christian from Treasure Town here, and a ton has been going on recently. I just got back from Witter, which was an awesome experience, and I want to tell you all about it and thank everybody who was involved. We also, as you saw, have a bunch of packages to unbox. It's taken me a while to do so, and we'll also be giving away a Morgan Silver dollar to one of the viewers. But first, I really want to do the bulk of this video focusing on the Witter, so stick around. I'm going to be telling you guys all about it. So, like I said, a huge thank you to Seth and all of the instructors and all of the backers that made Witter possible. First, I'll just talk a little bit about the general experience, then do some specific mentions. There's a fair amount of instructors who were, took a ton of time out of their schedule to join us, as well as sort of support people involved, and then all the awesome other young numismatists who went. But essentially what Witter was a 1 week instructional, but experience. It wasn't only class, it was really an experience out in San Francisco at the Witter coin shop, as well as the Marriott that they hosted the convention in. But ANA Summer Seminar hasn't happened for the past 2 years, and I attended the one 3 summers ago, and that was really, really awesome. But this specific one was an application process, and they selected 25 young numismatists aged 13 to 21 to go out and attend, and it was 5 sort of 6.5-hour days of classes, as well as different events planned at night, in addition to a really cool tour on Sunday all over San Francisco. So not only were they doing a ton of sort of explanation of the coin industry, a fair amount of grading instruction, which was really helpful for somebody like me who I don't see tons and tons of graded coins all day. You probably could tell that if you've watched any of my Guess the Grade videos, but it was, grading and then sort of explaining their strategies, coin ethics. It was a ton of really cool things. I'm not going to sort of give it all away, but it will certainly sort of come out a fair amount of the knowledge that I've gained in my videos over time, just anecdotally, as I sort of explain how I see coins, because it really opened my eyes to the world of collecting and inspired me in a big way, as it did a lot of the other young numismatists. Pretty much, 25 out of 25 people, I haven't, spoken to each of them and gotten a debrief, but everybody loved it. And if Seth and the instructors enjoyed it, then it was like a home run on all fronts. I hope that they did. I thought that they did, but it was a huge undertaking on their part to sort of put all of this together. And it was a little bit, it was sort of uncharted territory because they hadn't done it before. It could have been that we went out and it was super, disorganized and really little, not that I expected it to in any way be that way, but you never know when you go out for something. And I met a ton of people who I talked to a bunch today still. I filmed some videos with some of the people at the conference. I think one thing that I didn't do, and I consciously didn't do this, was like vlog everything, just because not everybody wants to be on camera. And I didn't want to sort of be running around. Like, I was there to really learn from these awesome instructors and meet new friends, as opposed to like the express goal of filming content. Like, it was more I could use some of those takeaways both to get inspired and to like share with you again, sort of indirectly seeping into my videos, the new knowledge that I've gained and some of the perspectives. I think one of the big things also is just thinking about coin ethics, because there's a lot of things that you don't think of, but really holding yourself to A+ business practices is something that's very important. And I think I'll probably do a video with Seth, like a Zoom interview or something like that, discussing some of those coin ethics, because not that I even had some missteps, but it's like you really want to think through at every level, right? Like, are you trying to, you get a coin back as cleaned from the grading companies. Like, it's not the end of the world if you sell it as raw. I haven't personally done that, but I know a fair amount of people who have. Like, what's the ethics there? I think that if there's one big takeaway just to share with you, and there's no way that this is any, copyrighted trade secrets, is that, you really want to do the best for other people that you can do, right? So that's just something, if you come away with this video with nothing else, like, really hold yourself to a high standard and give other people opportunity and reasonably priced coins, and be super friendly about it. Because I think beyond any of the information was really the people that I met. I mean, it was so awesome. There were a bunch of people that know more about coins that are my age that were there, and then like everybody who was instructing, or a lot of the pretty much everybody there knew more about coins than I did, and it was so cool to see just all the different perspectives. There's so much depth in coin collecting, sort of another a plug for coin collecting and numismatics in general. So the experience was a smashing success. The Witter coin shop is actually beautiful. If you're in San Francisco, definitely drop by. They have a lot of gorgeous coins there. But I'm trying to think what else, if there was anything that I'd want to mention about the experience itself. The instructors and the companies, and I'm sure, a lot of people donated to make this happen. This was a huge effort. I know at Heritage, Jim Halpern and the executive team there contributed a fair amount. There was also gift bags from Legend, who sponsored it as well. Legend Rare Coin Auctions, or Legend Auctions, I'm pretty sure. David Lawrence Rare Coin. And I'm sure that I'm missing a few as well. PCGS was extremely generous with some of the things that they did. And then there were a lot of different instructors there. So it was Steve Feltner, who's the director of education at PCGS. And all of these instructors really sort of poured into us and told us everything that they knew. And I'm going to try to use that again, sort of keep the hobby going, because that's really the main goal of this channel. If you hadn't figured it out already, educate, but it's not just so you can know about it. You can also keep enjoying the hobby, because it's such a good thing. But yeah, so Steve Feltner from PCGS was there. Jim Stachesteik from Heritage Auctions. He's the sort of the head of their coins department. So that was definitely somebody who took a lot, some valuable time. All these instructors have so much going on. There's John Brush, the owner and partner at David Lawrence Rare Coin. He attended. Devin Hip, who does Hip coins, but he does a lot of upgrading, a little bit behind the scenes, but very skilled upgrader of coins and cracking coins out and sending them back in. He has a very good eye. There's also David McCarthy, who's high up at Kagan's, and then there was a surprise appearance by Dr. Kagan himself. So those were great. And then there was also Dr. Kevin Kaufman, who I had known. He was the only instructor that I had previously met, but he was at the summer seminar, and then ran into him there again. So I think that those were the sort of main 6 instructors, Seth obviously, and then there were a variety of other people, Ben, Lewis, James, Jonathan, lots of different people at Witter, Alex. There's so many people that went into making it all possible, and I'm obviously enormously thankful, because when we were doing introductions, I was like, hey, I'm super excited, but I'm going to learn a lot of stuff that I didn't know. And now I realize how much even more that I don't know, but I have to say I came away with a huge amount of knowledge that you really couldn't have gained by watching YouTube videos for the most part. Just interacting with people who are really every day for years or decades, have just been involved with coins and immersed in them. There's some cool, I'm going to show you a cool coin because we've got the mail call ahead of us. There's also a very generous thing that PCGS and Seth did for us that I'll show in the form of this coin as well, in addition to a bunch of other sort of coin apparel that we received. I should go get the some of the Witter Coin University merchandise that I received, but it was an enormous success and huge thank you. I don't know if it's going to happen again. That's not something that's totally been discussed at this point, but if it does happen, a massive opportunity for anybody who wants to be involved. It was really successful, and again, I'm so thankful to Seth, all the other young numismatists, all the instructors that took the time to come out, and all the companies and individuals. Off the top of my head, I know Spencer from West Coast Varieties backed it. I think Gary from World Class Coins backed it. Tons of small dealers and big dealers all over the country and big sort of firms came together, and everybody there is going to be involved in coins in one way or another in a large way going forward. So I don't know. It was the best, and I'm super happy that it happened. I think during this time I'll have put a few different photos in. Again, I didn't want to be running around annoying people and just making it's not a time to really coin vlog. It's more of a awesome experience, and I could tell about it and say thanks about it, and then have the experience sort of shape a lot of what I do going forward. But let's go to the Morgan giveaway and some of the mail calls. It's also generous of the viewers to have sent some stuff in, so I want to open it up. But thanks again, Witter coin, smashing success, 5 out of 5. And I will hopefully, I think there's also a fair amount of people there that I met that you'll be sort of meeting in the future, whether it was a small amount of videos that we filmed while we were out there, or people that I now know that I'm going to go and film with going forward, or again, sort of just me having learned stuff, talking about things in the future. You'll definitely be getting more of the Witter experience going forward. So thank you so much. Let's get to the coins. So we're going to get into the mail call. I think the first order of operations is to check out this unbelievable custom slab that PCGS and Seth Chandler and Witter Coin put together. Each of the attendees got one of these brilliant uncirculated Morgan dollars with a custom slab. Witter Coin University 2021. I'm going to be holding on to this one for a long time. I like to collect sort of coins with memories, and this is certainly one of those. So thank you again to Seth Chandler and PCGS for combining on this. Also, just sort of a quick shout out here to Slab Labs with PCGS and Seth Chandler. He's going around with PCGS sort of filming and doing some high production interviews with really big people in the numismatic industry. So that's definitely something that I would look out for because that's some pretty good content, often with access to much more sort of high up figures than I generally have access to interviewing. So a lot of knowledge will be shared there, but let's go for it. I normally don't show all of the footage of me unboxing these. I'm going to start with this letter. We'll see what's inside, then we'll move on to the other ones. So this is awesome. This is the youngest fan who has ever written to me. He's 5 years old. His name is Ben, and he sent me 2 cool coins, an awesome 1994 $50, and I keep everything that gets sent in. None of it gets sold. It's all in my special viewers box, which maybe I'll do a sort of a recap a few years from now. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff people have sent. And then a 2006 25 cents coin from Canada. Very encouraging letter. Thank you so much, Ben. After that, we're going to do this package. Now, this next coin is one of the coolest coins I've ever seen because of the history behind it. Somebody was going through their, I believe, great-great-grandfather's coins, or maybe great-grandfather's coins, but I think great-great makes sense. And he was involved in the Navy and would have been over at this port probably in 1922. This is a Galata Uncapi Bridge token, which would have been used to pay the toll for pack animals. And this was in the Ottoman Empire. So, Ottoman Empire spanned a massive amount of centuries, was broken up in World War I. But this would have been 1922. Apparently, he was serving on the destroyer USS Litchfield, would have been aboard the ship in Istanbul, and was deployed to evacuate Americans during the Great Fire of 1922. He would have also helped with the humanitarian relief effort to save Greek and Armenian refugees. This was a big humanitarian disaster that is not covered in history class, but is a fascinating chapter in history, and learned, and he was able to learn all about it thanks to his great-grandfather's involvement. So this is one of those pieces of history. This is going to be going not only into my viewer collection, but also into the sort of collection I have, one from each issuing entity, because this is really historical. So this is really, really incredible. He said he had a few of them, so this is just one, but that the coins he was going through were basically his great-great-grandfather's personal collection of coins that he would have picked up in the different ports he stopped in. So that is something I love showcasing on my channel. Thank you so much. I'm going to send thank you notes to all of these. I actually feel bad because some of these packages I've been sitting on for a very long time. This next one we're going to open right here. This is from Rare Coins Washington, at Rare Coins Washington on Instagram. Definitely go give them a follow, and I'm excited to see what the coin we have. And it's a really nice looking wheat cent, uncirculated for sure. Excited to see. Ooh, 1909. Wow, I think that this will go right into my collection. It may go into my Dansko 7070. A really pretty coin, and I'm trying to zoom in. It may even be No, well, I'll take a closer look off camera. I don't think of VDB, but this is a super, super gorgeous coin, and what I really like about it is that it's sort of got a fiery original look to it. So it's nice, and it's really well preserved for the state that it's in, with a nice red-brown look to it. So that's very generous from Rare Coins Washington. Please go and give them a follow. And then our last package to unbox here is going to be this one, which I know what it is. It was generously sent in from Alec, was stopped in Montana and picked up 10 rolls of pennies for me to search. So I will open all of them up and show you what the results are. And the rolls from Montana, the Alec who had gotten them for me said that he didn't get a single coin that was older than 1959. We have one Canadian cent, so that's sort of fun, as well as one wheat cent. Looks pretty new, so we'll see what 1940s. Wow. Huh. That's actually a lot better than I thought. I don't even know if I've found 1940s before. I know I've done plenty of 1940. I feel like there's one of 40D and 40S that I've never found before. So if that was the one slim picking out of the 40 rolls, or like almost a full box, or no. It was like he did 22 rolls, so over half a box, we only get one penny, and it's a 1940S San Francisco. Maybe it makes sense with the San Francisco Mint being slightly, closer proximity, but you'd think it would be Denver. I don't know, but that's a good outcome there. Now we're going to talk about the Morgan giveaway, but again, thanks to Alec and all of the other awesome people who sent in some stuff. Time to give away that Morgan. And I'm back both in some Witter Coin U merch, as well as with the Morgan Silver Dollar we're going to give away. It's a junk grading company, so the grade doesn't matter, but it's just a 1900 Morgan Silver Dollar, which is still a cool coin. I mean, it would be great to get this for free, and I think that somebody will really enjoy getting it. It's going to be super simple. It takes probably 60 to 90 seconds. I want you to go subscribe to Seth, his YouTube, Witter Coin, and links for these will all be in the description right at the top, and leave a comment on his most recent video, as well as going to the Slab Lab interview with Jim Halpern, the co-founder of Heritage Auctions, and that interview is on PCGS's YouTube page with Seth interviewing Jim. It's a great source. Both of these are going to be really good going forward, both the Slab Labs and the Witter Coin U vids in the future. And let me know in a comment down below once you've done it. So again, thanks to everybody for participating in terms of watching this video. Thanks to everybody for who put on Witter Coin U, and thanks to everybody who sent in some packages that I could unbox. I really enjoyed all of them. So I'll announce the giveaway winner in about 2 weeks, and hopefully we can get some traffic over to Witter Coin as well as the Slab Lab, because it's going to help you a lot as numismatists if you can tune into that content as well. Thanks for watching the video. I'd encourage you to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated. I've also got Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, so you can follow me there. TreasureTownYT.com is the main channel website. Definitely give that a visit. I've got a lot of information about me up there and the channel. CoinGrabBag.com as well currently redirects there, but it's some good opportunities for very fair grab bags, both made by me and other sellers. A lot of different options, so that's a good way to support. There's also TreasureTownCoins.com. In the future, my coin dealing operation will be done out of that website. CoinMeltPrice.com for updates on the melt prices of your coins, both US and world. A lot of resources in that website. And then CoinsMetalsCards.com, being developed right now as a marketplace and news source for coins, metals, cards, and collectibles in general. So I'll see you on my future videos. Looking forward to seeing you there, and hope you have a good day.